Crosscarriers Defense here. So today, before I go to the range, I'm going to go ahead and clean some of my guns. I do have an MP shield and a Glock 17 Gen 3. These guns are clear. Let me show you. Okay. So the magazine disconnect. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how we take them down. I'll be right back. Like I said, everything's clear in the magazine. Everything's clear. So the way you put these things, kind of do like a John Wick thing. So just have that. Actually, no, that's wrong. So kind of like do like a John Wick thing. So kind of pull.
I can't get this one apart.
So you got to do a John Wick thing. Pull that down. So it's a little hard sometimes. So what I do is I use both of my hands. Just like that. Take out, of course, I'm going to use some gloves because I don't like to get my hands dirty. I don't think anybody does. So, get the green gloves. All right, so that, and then we're gonna take out our barrel. Okay. I think when was the last time I haven't really cleaned it in a while. So for this other one, it's a little bit different. So I have an empty magazine. Okay. Put it in the chamber, and the way you do this is kind of just like that. And then kind of take this out. It comes out just like that on the shield. The reason why I could do that because, of course, it's got a empty magazine. It's got a empty magazine at the same time. It has a magazine disconnect. Unlike the Glock Gen 3 is the only Glock in pretty much in California that doesn't have a magazine disconnect. Just due to the fact that they really don't regulate these. And of course, we all know as Glocks are about to be banned in California due to some stupid stuff. The state of California is very, very not cool. So we want to do. Let's see. Okay, so I get some of my bore cleaner. And then I'm gonna get a few of my punches, not punches, but I have any left. Oh yeah, my little rags. So, like I said, you could get one of these cleaning kits on Amazon cheap. I think I got mine for like 25 bucks. Not really expensive. So, of course, we'll be using Hops bore cleaner, Hops number 9. Oops, that's why I wear gloves. So I'm just a little dipper. What I do is I get one of these patches, do it like that, and then I kind of just wrap it around a little. Put my good old Slip 2000, just a few drops. Now I'm gonna put it on my little thing. Right now we're gonna go in And so you can see you kind of want to turn it a little. So this only doesn't it will lube, it'll clean. You see how most of that solvent got most of the powder. So what I do is I just kind of like turn it. And I think this is going to be good. Because this, I mean, really it's not that dirty. So now what I'll typically do is I got my rag right here. And I'll put some stuff. I'll put like one. Just a couple, okay? And then I'm gonna get a brush. So you never want to put it like a silk brush or anything. I just use a soft bristle brush. This guy. And kind of like just get up on in there. You always want to be careful doing this stuff because there is a extractor right there, or this little where your pin, firing pin comes out. That you don't ever want to get any oil in there. So there's no reason to over lube any of this stuff because you all gotta remember a little lube goes a long way, and it goes a lot of way actually. And like I told you before, it doesn't matter what kind of lube you're using. If you use CLP, that's fine. Everybody has their own stuff that they use. And that's fine. That's not, nobody's here to judge you what you use. Oh, you should be using Lucas Extreme. Or, you should use this and that and this and that. And see, you're when you get your gun, you're gonna see some wear. Those are the points where you really want to focus on. So, like, I have some wear right here because this slides right here. This is a slider. I've probably put over 1,000 rounds on this guy. And it is still reliable. Probably one of the most reliable guns I have. I said, when I was first getting into guns, I said to myself, I'll never own a Glock because everybody's got Glocks. Everybody's want a Glock. And, you know, when you grow up, and that's all you hear about is Glocks. You know, Glocks this, Glocks that. Now, I just love Glocks. I did get this milled. This is not an MOS slide. I got it milled over at Wagner. I don't even know what's Wager. So with this guy, I really don't mess with it too much. It's just your retention spring. I don't know, it's a spring. So now I'm gonna clean the outside of the bore, of the barrel, kind of like this. And then we're gonna go and just wipe it down a little. And then I'll show you how to. So the next thing is we're kind of gonna get in there as you see, it's kind of gunked up. It's kind of disgusting. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. So now what we do is we get our thing, kind of get it all loose. And remember, this stuff, like, you could literally go ham on it, man. So now that I got it kind of, I'm even gonna use this, and you kind of see it's looking shiny. It is looking very, very shiny. And the cool thing about this lube, like I said, lube will always clean. I mean, that's what it is. It's a cleaner, it's a preservative, it's a lubricant. It does all three. Slip 2000 is probably one of the best ones out there. It's been around for a long time. I personally like it. Some people will swear up and down CLP. Some people will say Slip 2000 is the best. Some people will say, hey, you know, I like using Lucas. I like using Remington CLP. I like using, you know, and that's cool, bro. Like, battle of the lubes, bro. Like, cool. So that looks clean. Okay, now the most important part. So the things that slide are going to be your rails right here and the rails right there. So what I do, metal parts, just one drop. That's all you really need. One drop, a little bit drop, and that's it. You don't. I'll just spread it around a little. You don't need to. That probably right there. Anything that slides, but you're not going to need to put a whole lot of lube. I probably put too much lube. So we're gonna do barrel back. Barrel goes just like this. See that? All right, in there. This guy will go right here. And I don't recommend upgrading the spring. I understand it's not. It's plastic with the spring, so. And some people like a lighter spring. Some people want a heavier spring for recoil. I kept everything stock. So now, we lock this guy. I want to put some lube right here. That's probably a little too much. Clean it off a little. So now what we're going to do too is we're going to kind of cycle it. Now it's good to go. See? Now, I am not going to clean the top of my gun like this. I mean, even though I'm wiping it off, but sometimes you will see some like excess lube on it. You gotta make sure everything works. So this guy, PID light from Holosun, very inexpensive, works very well. Oh, this thing definitely has a lot of weight to this gun. It's very heavy light. It's not light. Cool thing about this guy, charges like this, or you can charge it from an 18 350 battery. Yeah, but yeah, my favorite gun. This stuff right here, I added the grip tape. What I did is went to my local skate shop and I just bought a piece of grip tape. Grip tape for skateboard. Next thing I want to do is put a mag well on it and probably do some more training on this guy. But yeah, this is my favorite gun out of all of them. I know I just like guns in general. Okay, so next one's gonna be the MP Shield. This one needs to be cleaned. Like this one is bad. This one is really bad. So what I'll do is we're gonna do the where's that bore thing? Okay, here we go. Get some solvent again. I want to do a little dipping. Dip the solvent in there. That's a little too much. So, oopsie. That's why you wear gloves. That's why you wear gloves. Okay. So, next thing. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this guy. So, oh, it's bad. Right? Look at that. Ugh. I have not cleaned this gun, and sheesh, I've fired this gun so many times. This is my first gun. I kind of neglected it a little. That blast should be good enough. But I always recommend, when you buy your first gun, don't get a subcompact. This is a subcompact gun, even though in a way it kind of makes you stronger, kind of disciplines you about recoil, because this will recoil. Subs recoil, man. Now you see, look at that. That's just coming out from. Yeah, it's dirty. So now that we did that, I'm gonna put a few drops on this. So now. I want to make sure the loop's getting the proper cleaning. So and what happens? What solvent does? It's gonna go break down that dirt, that grime, all that stuff. So the shield is a 3.1 inch barrel. Like I said, sub compact pistol. Smith & Wesson has a really good track. Has a really good track of producing beautiful guns, reliable guns. Same thing as Glock. I always say I feel like Smith & Wesson is very underrated, as everybody either wants a SIG, and we won't talk about that, or a Glock. Glock has been proven to be the better gun, of course. But that's for anybody that thinks that. So we got that. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, of course, clean this guy. It's dirty. So we're going to do 1, 2. So all you really need, as you see, is only a few drops. So you kind of want to get in there. Get in there. Remember I was telling you guys about FDE? Yeah. This is my favorite color. And don't get discouraged when you see your gun like this. It's like, oh my god, it's my gun. It's so ugly. Yeah, don't get discouraged, bud. I'm gonna be careful with that. So I'm actually gonna wipe that off a little. Okay, so your extractor point. Get in there. All right, so let's go ahead and wipe this down. Look at that. Looking nice and clean. Baby's coming back to life. So, kind of want to get in there. And you see, you're always going to see some wear after a while, right there on your slide. That just gives you more of an idea to see where it needs to be lived, which is good. So now, this beautiful slide is ready to go. So yeah, it doesn't take a long time to do your to clean your guns. Next thing, of course, we're going to do is the frame. Do 1, 2, and then 3. So now I'm going to get up all in there. It is bad. This is a good example of what it looks like when you don't clean your guns. It's pretty nasty. And then in order for your guns to run reliably, always make sure they're cleaned. Even if you don't have a CCW, that's fine. Because you gotta remember, you always want it for your house protection. You know, whether you're going camping or you're in the house, you always want to make sure, since it's gonna fire. You always want to make sure it's gonna do its job. So I'm gonna get one of these. I'm actually gonna probably just change this one in a bit. Actually, no, I just want to get this hard to reach places out. Like I said, it's looking good. It's looking good. So you'll see, like I said, right there, that wear. That's normal. On the frame. This is the Hylite grips, which is cool. I mean, I wanted to just use FDE, all FDE, but I mean, it's cool. It's grippy. So now I'm able to see Smith & Wesson. It's kind of like get up all in there. Just see right there. Boom. So we got that. Kind of like clean down there, because this stuff is, it is what it is. So now what we'll do is we'll go put everything back together. This guy, I definitely will clean this guy for sure. So let's boom. Okay, so I'm gonna loop this in a way, and then I'll lube that. All right, so we got that. Okay, time to put her back together. That's the wrong way. Time to put her back together. So this guy goes in here, and kind of like, so you want to make sure it's locked in there. So if you're unsure about this spring, and it's gonna have some play, man, you don't have to make it perfect. As long as you know it's not gonna fail and the retention's right there, you're good. So now what we do is put it back together, and you'll know if it's not gonna work right. So kind of flip it up, boom. See that? Now my FDE MMP shield is ready to go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do, you know what I didn't do? Lube it. So empty gun, empty caliber. We're gonna put this down, start it, it'll come out, and we have failure points that we need to lube. So we're gonna lube that, lube that, lube that, and I'll just kind of do that a little. And I want to get this. Okay. This barrel's gonna get lubed. These points right here will be lubed. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom, boom. So really, I'll just kind of rub it in a little, but it's all gonna get spread apart. Now let's put it back in. See, this is when you know it's not gonna fit. So that being said, it should. This retention spring, oh, man, It is the worst, man. So I'm gonna boom. We want to lube. Oh, that's a little too much, boy. It's a little too much. Okay. Gonna wanna do 1 drop on that spring. So yeah, it's got too much. You're doing too much, bro. So you got that. Now, I see when I said you're gonna get lube sometimes coming down the trigger, down the trigger shoe. So that's all she wrote. You know, doesn't take rocket science to clean a gun. I just recommend cleaning it. Till the next one.